Lions in Little Illini Conference play. Believe it or not, this is the first time the Marshall Lions have ever visited Mount Carmel, and this is the fourth year for Mount Carmel being in that conference. So that's a bit unusual, but there's nothing unusual about the setup for this game. In essence, the postseason starts now. Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen, and the reason it starts now is because we've got 2 games left that we have to win.
Yeah, Mount Carmel is in a win-or-go-home scenario the rest of the season, and the season will, in essence, end at the end of the regular season. If Mount Carmel can't win, in essence, for Mount Carmel start tonight, how will they handle the Marshall Lions, a team that's 2-5 on the year, a team Mount Carmel has never lost to, in fact, blown out more times than not in the 3 times we've played.
I agree, too. And so they've only won one other game, but the forward motion is showing, and nobody does it better than Steve Weber. I mean, he was something at Linton Stockton in Indiana. He turned that school in Indiana into a Class 1A power. And keep in mind, Class 1A in Indiana is loaded in football and basketball, talent-wise, school-wise. So it's a very competitive division, and yet they were on top of their game. That's all Steve Weber's doing, and he's come over to the other side of the river now to this side, and we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting. He's definitely got the pedigree to turn a program around. As you said, a program that's very storied in its tradition in years past. Mount Carmel not really knowing that tradition, having not seen the best Marshall teams that they've put on the field in the past few years, but nonetheless trying to turn a program around, and no bigger feather in their cap if they could come in here and knock off Mount Carmel tonight.
The Flip of the Coin sponsored by the Sawyer Law Office in Mount Carmel, and we've already had that here tonight. And how about that? Marshall won, huh?
Yeah, Marshall wins the toss. Thanks to Steve and Trevor Sawyer for all your legal needs for bringing that your way here tonight. Marshall wins the toss. They defer to the second half, so Mount Carmel will start with the football tonight.
So the Sawyer Law Office, a proud sponsor of the Flip of the Coin. Well, this Marshall Ball Club, they have a multifaceted attack, and there's some of the key names we're going to hear about tonight. In the backfield is Luca Genovola. He is a good running back with 679 yards to his credit and 12 touchdowns. Kyle, did you have to put all these together?
Put this together for you.
Yes. They did not land.
Oh, no, they were on max prep.
Oh, good,
so
good.
Credit to Marshall for that.
That doesn't know.
No.
Kyle has to work a lot of overtime to get some of these stats together.
I am telling you that Paris and Newton, Paris for sure was rotten to try to deal with stats-wise, but nonetheless. But Marshall had him up there. But this Genovola kid, just a junior, 5'11", 210, but he is their principal player on offense. He's the one that's going to get most of the action tonight for this squad.
And on the passing side of things, Trey Scott is the quarterback. He has thrown 127 of Marshall's 129 passes. Now compare that to Mount Carmel. And the Aces have thrown the ball only 32 times as a team this year. So they like to throw the ball a lot more, this Marshall club does. And he has thrown for 3 touchdowns. But as Kyle mentioned, he's been picked off a bunch 14 times this year. 823 yards in the air. So he's getting close to 1,000, as is Elliott Acre. He may get over the hump tonight, Kyle.
Yeah, he's closing in on that mark. He is 5th amongst Southern Illinois rushers as tracked by the BDC stats. It's the 2nd in the league in the LIC is Elliott Acre in rushing, only behind Olney's quarterback Gavin Cawthorn. But Elliott Acre 5th in Southern Illinois with those 902 yards for the Aces, and hopefully he can get to that 1,000-yard mark here tonight.
All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Lady Aces golf team.
Oh, my goodness.
It's topping all the sports news here for today. Another good day today.
Yeah, how about that? Kevin Madden will join us at halftime with a complete report for you from Decatur. But my goodness, they're doing it again, are the Lady Aces. Not that that's any surprise, but this team is playing like gangbusters. They are now 22 strokes ahead of, actually 21 strokes ahead. I gave them one too many, but they'll get that one on the first hole tomorrow. 21 strokes ahead of Sacred Heart Griffin out of Springfield, who, by the way, they're playing the course with. So Sacred Heart Griffin is like right in the action, knowing where they got to play. So Mount Carmel with a 21-stroke lead at the end of day one, halfway through this first-round matchup. And the Lady Aces doing it well. And I think it's the consistency from player to player that's the biggest part of this deal for Mount Carmel. So Zimmy Moore is leading the Aces team. She's 5th overall. Remember, there are golfers golfing here that aren't on a team as well. And it is Sacred Heart Griffith's senior Izzy Hasselbrock that is leading with a 69 at the midway point. And the Aces, Zimmy Moore, is 6 strokes back at 75. 1 stroke back of that is Miley Kennard, along with Emily Gottman. So those 3 are all right there in contention for that first place position.
And you talk about Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin, a private school. You know, this would be an amazing feat to see one school win 4 straight titles if it was a private school.
Yeah.
A public school in Southern Illinois, are we about to win 4 state titles in ladies golf? Holy 4 in a row?
Well,
amazing.
And how about this? For all of the accolades in the sports world that Mount Carmel is known for, if they can pull this off tomorrow, it may be no greater statistic in all of Mount Carmel athletics in history that Emily Gottman would have never lost playing on the girls' golf team. The team never lost one time in her 4-year career. I don't think there's any athlete in Mount Carmel history or otherwise that can say that.
And we're not just talking dual meets, we're talking invitationals. We have won every single invitational for the last 4 years, not to mention every single district, regional, sectional, state as well.
Yeah, it's
That's
remarkable.
amazing. Just amazing. So we'll hear more about that, the full report with Kevin Madden at halftime. But that's the headline read, as I'm sure many of you are already aware of.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more day to go tomorrow. It was slowed today because of a frost scenario up there, so they delayed the start to clear the frost from the course. The IHSA actually postponed or moved back the entire golf state tournament series by a week, so it's later than it was last year for the Lady Aces to be playing up at Decatur, but no ill effects. They just keep on winning.
Well, it wasn't, 3 or 4 years ago, the boys' state tournament, they had snow during that first
right?
round.
Yeah.
So it can happen.
Hush, we're not going to mention that 4-letter S word again anytime soon, I hope.
So not a bad crowd here in attendance tonight here at the Snake Pit. Marshall clad in their road red and white uniforms, red pants, white tops with the red numerals and their red helmets. Mount Carmel in the all maroon uniforms tonight with the Vegas gold numerals and the famous gold helmets.
Well, again, Mount Carmel just needs to, as they did last year, get off to a good start. We need Mount Carmel to play well, play consistent, and don't dig themselves a hole here early. Hopefully the Aces can adjust and play well from the start here tonight.
This is the 4th game of the series all time. Mount Carmel leads 3-0. All these games have come during their LIC years. They had never played before these two joined the conference. And this is the first time Marshall has played at Mount Carmel. A lot of picture taking earlier, I saw.
No doubt. Scott, this is the opening kickoff of the game, brought to you by Corwin Printing. Discover the quality difference a professional printer can make. For the first time ever, the Marshall Lions at Riverview Stadium. To tell you about it, the Hall of Fame voice of the Golden Aces, Scott Allen.
All right, thank you very much, Kyle Peach. It is Metter and full up deep for the Aces at around their 15-yard line. And here comes the kick on the way. They faked a little short, but they kicked it long to the 20. Metter to the right side, 30, 35. Big hole in midfield, 50, still in his feet, 45, 40. Oh, can't quite shake the last tackle, or he would have gone for 6. As it is, he stopped at the Marshall 35-yard line.
I'm telling you what, that's about a 40-yard return thereabouts for Metter. And Mount Carmel, talk about great start, going to be set up in pretty good position into Marshall territory. The Aces' opening drive of the game on offense is going to start from the Marshall 36-yard line.
Elliot Acree, 902 yards in 152 runs. He will no doubt get over the 1,000-yard mark tonight. The Aces go from right to left, and they set it up in the double wing set. Metter under center, one set back behind him, and he gets the call. That's number 5. Acree slides off a tackle, goes right side, and gets a nice big chunk inside the 30 down to the 29.
And we have a flag on our first play of the game, so that's not a good sign for things to come. It came from the back judge calling a personal foul face mask against Marshall.
Wow.
So that'll tack on some yards. Elliot Acree picked up 7 yards on his first run, and we'll add some more to it.
And from the 29, they'll walk it off all the way And it will be a 10-yard or more. How about the 15? How about a 15-yard walk-offs to the 14?
Yeah, so in the Big R Farm and Home red zone all the way for the Aces, all the way up. Well, they're back.
Oh,
He walked too many yards. He's back to the 17, still in the red zone. Call it the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Aces from there.
And a 1st and 10 pins bowling center. 1st and 10. Now Metter will come to the line with a double wing set. And here is a man in motion. That's Fulop. And instead, it'll be Metter keeping. And he turns it in. Almost got to the end zone. He's going to get brought down at around the 10-yard line. He was within stepping out of a tackle away from getting to the house.
Yeah, he gets up to the 11-yard line and does Metter. So that will be a 7-yard gain. 2 7-yard gains to start this night for the Aces. 2nd and 3 at.
All right. Aces come to the football. On 2nd down, double wing set, 1 setback, and it's Metter calling under center, and he will hand it off. Ball carrier slides left side, 1st down, and then some for L.A. Acre. Down to the 5-yard line, just shy of that mark.
Yeah, 1st and 10 pins, bowling center, 1st down, sets up a 1st and goal up at the 6-yard line for the Aces. So 5 yards for Acre. Move the chain from an opening drive score.
Now Carmel led last week early, and then the roof caved in after that.
Yeah, it was 6-0 Aces. We lined up for our first attempted point after kick try, but the snap never made it back to the kicker. So no kick ever came, and then we were trying to catch up on points, so we went for 2 the rest of the night. But 6-0 start last week. Let's see if we can make it better tonight. Play clock's at 1.
And we got the snap off in time. Acre powers left side, dives close, now cuts it back towards the goal line, gets to the 1.
Yeah, around the 1 or the 2. We'll see where they spot him, but Acre did all but score on that drive, on that play. Sets up a 3rd and short, 2nd and short here, beg your pardon.
And the Aces barely beat the clock on that last play.
Yeah, it was getting close.
Owen Blake is one of the wideouts now, of course. He'll take the spot of Red Andrews. Let's see if they use him here. I think we're going everybody in.
Pack it in tight here.
Yep, we still got a couple, but the ends are close now. Militoni's one of them, and there is Acre. Bounding his way left side. I think he's denied. Yep, they pushed him back. He may have gotten a little progress. Yes, he did, to about the half-yard line, but it was not enough, and out of down.
Well, how about that Marshall defense stepping up and getting the stop? It'll be 3rd down and a yard to get for Mount Carmel, just inside the 1.
So the Aces looking to score points, repelled on that last play. Owen Blake now is one of the wings. He checks to the left side. And it is Militoni on the other side right. Everybody else pulled in. L.A. Acre, the lone setback. Metter under center. And now makes the call. And Aces send a man in motion. Acre gets the call and scores a touchdown. A little 1-yard plunge over right guard for L.A. Acre, and Mount Carmel's on the board at the 9:01 mark of the first period.
Just a great opening drive. No tackle for loss on the play. The Aces took advantage of a face mask penalty and a great run back on the opening kickoff by Shane Metter, setting up shop at the Aces 35 or thereabouts. And here is the point after try. We'll see. We are going for 2 here. Brought to you by Mabry's Auto Body.
Now those wings set back a little closer. Actually, we've got a deuce backfield set, and there is the throw instead coming back to the left side, and it is caught by Webb for the 2-point conversion in the left corner of the end zone. Militoni faked the flow to the right side. I should say Metter faked the flow to the right side and threw back to the left for Webb.
That first, I think maybe the first pass attempt, is that right, for a 2-point conversion on the year? Brought to you by Mabry's Auto Body, 214 South Market, Mount Carmel.
So let's take our first look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. 9:01 to go, first period. Mount Carmel 8, Marshall nothing. Back in 1 minute.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day's surgery went like planned. Registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
Well, the Aces tried an onside kick, a little surprise move, but Marshall recovered it, so they have a great start now from their own 49-yard line.
You know, that was a pretty good-looking onside kick by the Aces. It crossed right at the 10-yard mark, right at the 49 of Marshall. That's where they fell on it. One more little hop, and we may have had a shot at that one.
Trey Scott is the right-handed throwing sophomore, and the Lions are in the spread. They go left to right. Receivers are split both ways. Scott in the pistol shotgun look, and he will pitch it at the last minute. And rolling to the right side looking for running room is Ben Harper. And what do you get? Let's see. Looks like about 3 or 4 or 5 maybe.
Yeah, I call it 3, I think, from where they're going to set the spot down. So Ben Harper gets the first call of the game. Harper, 23 carries for just 49 yards coming in, but gets the opening play here. Give him more than 3, in fact. Give him 4. 2nd and 6 now for the Lions.
So let's see. The Lions go receiver left, 1 and a wide out to the right side as well. A wing to the right side. In fact, double wing set. Quarterback in the pistol. So he's in the shotgun and another man in motion. This time he hands it off to the up back and he powers forward. That's Genovola with his first carry of the night inside the Aces 45 to the 43.
And again, he's a hard-nosed runner, is Genovola. 679 yards, averaging a little over 5 a carry. Takes a 2nd and 6 to make a 3rd and 2 now, so give him 4 on his first touch of the night.
He's a 5'11", 210-pound junior, Luca Genovola. 2 receivers to the right side now for Marshall. Double wing set, quarterback in the shotgun with a back behind him. And here is the snap to Scott after a long count. Ball carrier plows near the marker. Did he make it or not?
No signal yet. They're close. They're going to have to spot the ball and take a look.
It was Genovola on the carry.
And they're going to bring the official in, and they're going to measure. That's how close. Oh, nope. Now they will say a first down.
All right. So first down, Marshall moved the chain. 7:25 to go first period. They trail the Lions, 8-0.
Well, again, just enough from Genovola. Good pursuit to the ball for the Aces, knowing that they were going to look to just get that first down yardage, and they did. 1st and 10.
Receivers and wings split both ways. Quarterback in the shotgun, and he will keep it himself. Nope, Now he gives the pitch. There's Harper again on the sidelines, got to the edge, and made some progress before he gets knocked out of bounds at around the 36.
I'm telling you, Scott, that was really close to a forward pass, the way that pitch went. But we'll call it a run for now for Harper, who gets another 4 yards, another 2nd and 6 for the Marshall Lions.
Scott is a 6', 150-pound senior, and boy, he sure threads the needle, although how lady waits to get rid of it.
Yeah, he waited to the last moment, but it's effective.
All right, same set for the Lions again, except this time they do not have a wide out to the right side. They've got 2 to the left side. Here comes the shotgun snap and the good little misdirection play. The handoff finally goes to the ball carrier, and that's Genovola. Gets inside he really got no gain on the play.
I give him maybe a couple. Yeah. That's about it. So he fell forward, and that's the yards that he did get. Give him 2. 3rd down and a long 3. Call it a short 4 for Marshall here.
Marshall does a lot of things to confuse you at the line, and in the end, that was just a straight old handoff. So now 3rd down, receivers split, wing split. And here is Scott.
Long count.
Does not draw the Aces off now and sends a man in motion. And this time he will give the pitch at the last minute to the motion man. And with the carry is Huzingay, Dom Huzingay, his first carry of the night, and not much.
I'm telling you, these pitches are wild because that went through another Marshall back to get over to the ball carrier that time, and that goes for no gain on the play, tackled back at the line of scrimmage.
Scott and Liam Kime will shuttle plays in.
4th down here, 4th and 4.
From the 35. Big play here, first 4th down play of the night for either team. Receiver split, wing split. This time the quarterback throws, high pass, leaping high and complete over the head of the intended receiver there. That was Sanders on the right side.
So the Aces will take over on downs. The defense allows 1 first down on the drive, but then puts the brakes to Marshall's offense. And the Aces will come back to the field looking for that 2-score lead.
And really, for that matter, not a bad start from their own 35-yard line. We have 5:01 to go, first period. Aces lead 8-0.
Well, how about this? A good start here tonight. One of the things that we said was key. The Aces have got out of the gate well, and they flipped the script on Marshall there on defense. The Lions account for just 16 yards of offense on their opening drive. Now Carmel looking to put a 2-score lead up now.
All right, Metter sets the club down, double wing set, full up in motion to the right. And now Metter pulls out, keeps the ball, goes to the right side, and gets a few yards out near the 38 or 39.
Looks like they'll give him to the 39, I think, a 4-yard gain. Metter 11 yards on his first 2 carries combined on the opening 2 drives of this night. Already inside 5 minutes to go. Every play, except for one, has been a rush. That one pass was incomplete by Marshall to end that drive.
Now Carmel trying to erase a 2-game losing streak. The Marshall Lions looking for their 3rd win of the year. Now it is 2nd and 4, full up in motion. This time Metter hands it off to, no, he kept it himself, fake to Akron, gets the first down and then some into Marshall territory on his way inside the 30, 25, finally brought down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 40 yards by Shane Metter on the keeper.
Boy, have a night, Shane Metter already with a 40-yard gain there just outside the red zone at the 21. Also had that opening kickoff return into the Aces, into the Marshall end of the field. So a good night for Metter starting the night here early for the Aces. 1st and 10 Pins Bowling Center, first down on that big run.
And the Aces now 1 yard away from the Big R Farm and Home red zone. They'll set it down with a first down from the Marshall 21. And man in motion. Now handoff, ball carrier. That's Elliott Acree. Powers his way to the left side, inside the 15, and down near the 10-yard line. First down.
Another first down. Wow, that's an 11-yard gain. There for Acree, right to the 10. 1st and 10 for the Aces there. Another 10-pin Bowling Center first down. 2 double-digit carries in back-to-back plays for the Aces.
The back, Elliott Acree getting closer and closer to the 1,000-yard mark. Always a coveted total to get.
9:53 unofficially right now.
And there's a man in motion, and it will be Acree again powering left side. Marshall grabbing at the football, didn't get it away from him. And Acree stopped it around the 6-yard line.
We'll see where they officially spotted Acree. This is right at the 10. Give him 3 yards up to the 7. That's where they'll spot it. So 2nd and goal for the Aces from the 7-yard line.
Now Carmel trying to go up by 2 scores. And it's been a while since we've been up by 2 scores. We were down to Paris 21-12 in the second half.
Yeah.
And then we all know what happened the last couple of weeks. So let's see the Aces can bang it in here. Metter sets the ball club down with a double wing set, 1 setback, 1 man in motion. And it'll be Metter optioning to the right. He's going to get dragged down for a loss on the play. Back at around the 7-8 yard line.
Yeah, that's one of those reads there that Metter probably would have liked to have back. Maybe he should have stuck with Acree up the middle. Instead, it goes as a 1-yard loss. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation from the 8 for the Aces.
See what Mount Carmel does here. Usually, what's happened way too many times this year is one mistake or one good tackle by the other guys or a penalty. Usually that takes one and rubs out a drive. Let's see if the Aces can come back from this. 3rd down. Metter calls and will keep it himself. Option left, and he stumbles and he's tripped up a little bit. He did get a little progress, but to the 5, and it'll be 4th and goal from the 5.
Yeah, 4th and goal from the 5. You know, I wondered if Mount Carmel wouldn't try to go to the air right there on 3rd down, see if we could find Webb again like we did on the 2-point conversion try. If not, you're set up with another play on 4th down. Now let's see what the Aces will do here on 4th and goal from the 5. This is a big momentum-type play right here early in the game.
1:42 to go, first period. Mount Carmel trying to go up by 2 scores. They're at the Lions' 5-yard line. Metter sets the club down. 1 man in motion, goes right to left, and it'll be Metter pulling out, trying to get there himself. He's going to make it easily on the angle run. Yep, finds the end zone, does Metter on a nifty run to the left side from 5 yards away, and Mount Carmel now leads 14-0.
Wow, how about that? The Aces use a 4th down conversion to go up 2 scores. Nice run on the pull by Metter, angling to the corner pylon, crosses that mark, and there's an Aces 2-score lead. By the way, missed this, but our first touchdown, or maybe the second tonight, brought to you by Full Stadium Marketing, local marketing services to help your business win the crowd.
All right, let's see what the Aces elect to do here. The clock is down to 11, and now we're breaking the huddle, so we're going to have to hurry a little bit.
There's another point after try brought to you by Mabry's Auto Body and Paint, 214 South Market.
Deuce backfield set, and it'll be a handoff to who? Was that Jackson Kling?
There's a flag down on the play at the end of the play, so let's hold the phone. It's a hold against the Aces. That was Kling, 56, who got the call.
Even though they moved him starting-wise to the front line, he still got a chance to get paid dirt, but it won't count as the penalties against the Aces.
Now this will be a big play and a big ask here for a two-point conversion all the way back at the 12, 13-yard line here. By the way, Jay Miller is our head referee tonight. Andy Gerlach, Dave Holder, John Allen, and Brent Garrison make up the officiating crew.
So a 10-yard infraction. Mount Carmel now goes for the 2 points. When Metter sends Webb in motion to the right, out of the shotgun, throws through behind him, and he was on the. That was Militoni, who ended up with a swing pass right side, but he had to go to his knees to catch it, so that negated that 2-point try. All right, the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Mount Carmel 14 and Marshall nothing. 1:26 to go for back in 1 minute.
I'm Elijah Hadro with the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
And I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Did you know that working smoke alarms can significantly reduce the risk of dying in a home fire? Taking just a few seconds each month to test your smoke alarms can make a life-saving difference. Simply press the test button to ensure they're working properly, and don't forget to follow the manufacturer's instructions for regular cleaning to keep your alarms in top condition.
Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. All month long, get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet starting at $299 a month and a 2024 Durango now up to $10,000 off MSRP. Come in and get yours today. Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $10,000 off and Ford Bronco Sport as low as $343 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
With a 14-0 lead, and Marshall drops 2 men deep, and another
loose.
little loose kick over the top that we're trying to recover, and there's a scramble. Mount Carmel thinks they've got it.
They do.
And the Aces do. They recover the kick at the Marshall 41-yard line.
How about that? The recovery of the onside kick, heads-up play by the Aces. The kicker jubilant as he goes off the field. Obviously, Keegan Linson, the freshman, loving that's been working hard on that, and it pays off again. An onside kick recovery for the Aces.
So Mount Carmel now has another short porch to work at.
I believe just our second kick recovery of the season. The other one last week on the opening kickoff.
Aces go right to left. We have 1:21 to go, still in the first period. Double wing set. Metter under center, sends Fulop in motion, and will keep it himself. Metter rolls, gets outside of the edge, shakes a tackle. Finally, he's rolled down by Marshall, and they'll mark him inside the 25 to the 35 to around the 32-yard line.
Scott, already the Aces over 90 yards of total offense, make it officially 98 as Metter picks up 8 yards on the play. He's got 66 of the 98 yards we have here in this first quarter, less than a minute left.
Thanks for joining us tonight for Aces football. We finished the season on Thursday night. That's right, Thursday night at Lawrenceville.
What are we going to do on Friday next week, huh?
I don't know. Maybe we'll go to, well, we can't even go to Indiana. They'll play their games on Friday in the postseason. Yeah. All right, here is Metter handing it off. Akery Powers. This hole gets a big jump to inside the 25, called the 23. That's easily enough for the first down.
Yeah, first and 10 Pins Bowling Center first down. Takes it from the 32 to the 23, call it the 24. Gain of 8, thereabouts, first down.
Mount Carmel looking to finish off a scoring drive here. They could put them in a semblance of control early on. And we may or may not need to snap it. Nope, there's a differential. We'll get the play.
We won't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. It doesn't look like we're in any hurry. So we're going to count down the rest of the first period of play. We're down to 5 seconds to go. And that brings us to our first quarter break of the game. And the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard reads Mount Carmel 14 and Marshall nothing. Back with the second quarter in 1 minute.
Did you know that Wabash County Health Department offers a reproductive health clinic? The clinic is available on Wednesdays with morning and afternoon appointments available. Services include physical exams, STD services, pregnancy testing, contraceptive services, hormonal implants, and more. Appointments can be made by calling 618-263-3873 or by texting 618-240-8889. Our reproductive health clinic, just another service provided by the Wabash County Health Department, is located at 130 West 7th Street in Mount Carmel. The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. Second quarter here on Senior Night in Mount Carmel. The Golden Aces lead Marshall 14-0, threatening to add a third score to the mix.
Well, Scott, the game of the year in the LIC is up in Olney tonight. The Tigers lead Casey, the battle of unbeatens, 7-6 in the first quarter.
Mount Carmel goes left to right, and it is Acree that gets the banger to the outside. And he drives towards the goal line. He's inside the 10 and down to around the 8-yard line.
Boy, I tell you, just another solid run by a big, hard-nosed kid in Elliot Acree. Takes it further into the red zone, inside the 11. Call it at the 8. It'll be first and goal there. First and 10 Pens Bowling Center, first down.
Yeah, the Big R Farm and Home red zone. Mount Carmel now with a first and goal. Let's see if they can finish off their third scoring drive of the night. One setback, one man in motion. And this time it'll be Metter trying to get to the edge, trying to angle in. He's going to make it again. Diving across the pylon in the corner for the 6.
How about that?
A little flare at the finish for Shane Metter, and Mount Carmel now leads 20-0.
Well, I tell you, this has happened in a hurry, and you're going to start seeing if Mount Carmel can test Marshall's will here. Down 3 scores, seconds into the second quarter. Shane Metter, second of the night. He's got 74 yards on 8 carries, 2 scores, leading the way.
2 of the drives have been very short. The first drive was 36 yards. This wasn't much more. The Aces have done very well taking advantage of the opportunities. Now they're going to go for 2. And it'll be Acree the setback. Metter will take his spotting rails pulled in. The double wings are now right as tight ends and with a man in motion. And now Acree gets the call and burrows his way in for the 2 points. So how about that? It's Metter for the touchdown and Acree for the 2-point conversion. And the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Mount Carmel 22 and Marshall nothing. We'll be back with a kick in 1 minute.
At Southgate Furniture, we're celebrating a new season and new location. We've just opened the doors at our new location. We have everything you need to make your home game day ready. From cozy recliners for watching the big game to stylish dining sets for post-game celebrations. We've got it all. As proud supporters of the Golden Aces, we know a strong team go hand in hand with a great community. So, whether you're gearing up for game day or looking to refresh your space, come visit us at 1 Southgate Drive. Southgate Furniture, where comfort meets community. Go Aces!
Mount Carmel, we've been solely focused on stabilization since 1949. Stabilization is all that we do.
Quality is an important foundation to build your company on. Being a specialized contractor, it's of the utmost importance because it's what our entire reputation is built upon.
Basically, what we do is an insurance policy to keep your job moving.
We're going to go where our customers take us, and wherever that is, we.
All right, here comes Keegan Linson with a kick, more of a straightaway kick this time, fielded by an up back at the 25-yard line. And that is Huzingay across the 35 to around the 37 on the return. That's Dom Huzingay, a 5'9", 170-pound senior with that kick return. And Marshall's got a start now.
Huzingay, one of the leading ball carriers on the backfield for this team. 30 carries, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. Got the chance to try to return a kick there after the Aces had gone onside a couple of times, recovering one of the 2 they tried.
Aces lead 22-0, less than a minute into the second quarter. Boy, this hasn't happened much this year, huh? We got to look a lot more fluid on offense tonight. All right, here is the quarterback, Scott. Did they jump? Nope, they did not jump early. And there's Scott throwing the ball upfield, the right side, incomplete. Looking for the tight end over the middle at around the 45-yard line.
Tell you what, this Scott kid's not afraid to sling the football. He kind of slung one there. It was high and had a chance to be deflected, and a couple of defenders in the area. That was a risky throw he just made, but made it anyway. Incomplete. His second pass attempt, both incomplete. 2nd and 10 here.
Boy, they had somebody leave very early, immediately on the snap, and I thought maybe they might flag him, but not quite. Now 2nd and 10. One setback to his left. Instead, it's going to be a new ball carrier carrying the ball over the 40, 42-yard line. First carry of the night for Gavin Bowden. Oh, they've got Harper. I thought it was 11.
18 maybe, I think.
So they're giving it credit to somebody else then. Okay.
Harper, Ben Harper.
Okay, he gets it.
Gets
and give him about 3.
Yep, there you
Okay,
go. His 3rd carry of the game, I do believe, if that works out right. 11 yards on those 3 carries for Ben Harper. From where he came, there's a flag too, Scott. I missed that. There's a flag on the play. It goes against the Aces.
So they'll be tacking it on.
So there you go.
They'll mark it from the 42. And there goes 5. Looks like a 10-yard infraction, if not more. And there is 10. So it's a 15-yard.
Personal foul? Well, now we're going to reverse course again.
From the point of the foul, maybe? Okay, there's 13, 14, 15.
Well,
okay,
where are we going to stop?
Put it down somewhere. There we
now,
go.
look at this. Now the referees are confused about where the ball should be. So they're going to spot it. The line judge on this side had it back about 4 yards from where it ended up. So 1st and 10 for Marshall nonetheless at the 43.
All right, that's where the Lions get a new set of downs. And in the pistol is Trey Scott. Sends a man in motion and will hand it off to Gianavola. And he powers hard to the left side. Aces right there to really corral and bring him down. Tobias Fulop helped lead the way on that, along with Metter and some others. The gain to the 41-yard line. Yeah,
a 1 yard, 2 yard gain there for Gianavola. Alex Harris called for the
that's
tackle.
who they get the primary on. Okay.
Lots of aces there. Could have picked out a lot of them there, but they go with Harris. 2nd down and 8 here.
Line of scrimmage, the Mount Carmel 41-yard line. Double wing set. And one wide receiver left side. Quarterback in the pistol again. And he will keep it himself. Nope, there he gives the pitch. The last minute. And this time it is number 18. That is Harper. And he was kind of rung up. Didn't get much of a gain on that play.
See where they spot him down right at the 41. So I don't think he's going anywhere depending upon the spot. Nope, no gain on the play that time for Harper. You know, they gave Alex Harris the tackle call on that last play. He's one of the Aces seniors being honored here tonight on senior night. Just have 5 seniors this year on the roster. Alex Harris, one of those, got the call for the tackle here on senior night.
Made the program is a little bit shorter than normal this year.
Yeah, no doubt.
But there were band and others honored as well, but just 5 football seniors this year. 3rd and 8 for Marshall. In the shotgun, there's the snap, and he pulls back. Scott was rolling to the right.
Nobody.
Now he's off and running, and he's got lots of running room. He's inside the 30, 25, and they're going to mark him. He goes out of bounds at around the 21-yard line.
I'm telling you, there was not a Mount Carmel defender on that side of the field. They'll spot it at the 22, I think.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So a first down on the run by the quarterback. He read that very well, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. It's about a 20-yard run.
He's a senior, Trey Scott. He brings the club up, sets him down, receivers and wings. 2 wideouts to the right side. In the pistol, and he will. There's a pitch, and it's a loose ball on the deck. Who has it?
We do.
Mount Carmel. Looked like they might get it back on the bounce, but that ball stayed alive. And was that Jack Webb over there?
It was.
Yep. Webb ends up recovering it. So Marshall turns it over. Mount Carmel takes over at around their own 25-yard line.
Well, I'm telling you, Scott, when we've seen that pitch, we've seen it so risky at times already from Marshall. One of them earlier that went around another Marshall player to get to the intended target of the pitch. That one cost them there. as the Ace is able to pounce on the fumbled pitch.
And how costly will it be? Kind of wiped out their big long run by Scott.
Yeah.
And now Mount Carmel gets the ball back, and we're 3 for 3 tonight in offensive possessions. Now, Metter sends a man in motion. Now the counterback is to Militoni. He cuts it back upfield for even more yards to around the 27. Not much in all of that, but all of that's going to net him at least some positive yardage, about 3.
Well, I tell you, it was interesting to see how that developed there for the Aces because it was kind of a late developing play, but it goes for 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here come the Aces. Don't forget, we'll have a halftime report from Kevin Madden from the IHSA State Golf Championships. So stick around for that. Man in motion. Now here is the quarterback. He's going to keep himself. Metter steps out.
Goodbye.
Nice run up the middle to the 50, 45, 40. It's a foot race. He gallops away from one tackle. Finally brought down on the touchdown saving tackle for Marshall. Inside the 30, inside the 25 to around the 22.
We'll see where they spot it. That's going to be, I believe, close to a 50-yard gain for Metter. From the 22 to the 22. So a big yard gain there for Metter.
Yeah, 28 yards to the 50. I don't know where the play started from again.
Yeah, so I think it was right at 50 yards.
Oh, okay. And it's a first down. Nice run by Shane. He's had a couple tonight.
A 50 and a 40 on the night.
So he sets the club down with Acre, his setback. Acre gets the call, steps outside a tackle, and tries to dart back to the middle. Got a little running room under his belt there, and he gets inside the 20 down to around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Acre, nice run. Again, we've seen that so many times out of him. 9 carries now on the night. Give him 8, and it's 2nd down.
And he's inside the Big R Farm and Home red zone again. The Aces have spent a lot of time there tonight. Leading 22-0 and threatening with more with 7:24 to go in the first half. Metter sets the club down under center, double wing set. One setback, Acre behind him. Man in motion, that's Militoni. And this time Acre will get the call. He just leads the charge down the field inside the 10, down to around the 9.
And he'll have another 10 Pins Bowling Center first down as it goes 2, 3, 4, 5 yards on the play.
So the Aces knocking at the door again, Kyle.
Yep, inside the Big R Farm and Home red zone. 1st and goal from the 9.
Owen Blake sets the club down on the right side as one of the wings. Wing on the left as well. This time Acre gets the call, steps over left guard, and then rolls from there. And he got some progress. They're going to mark him down to probably the 4-yard line or so.
And just another solid run. Acre has yet to be tackled for a loss tonight. Up to the 4-yard line, another 5-yard gain. He's up at 65 yards now on the night. He's got some work to do to catch Shane Metter, who's getting them in big chunks to lead the way for the Aces.
But Acre, he started the night with 902 yards, so he's closing the gap on that 1,000 mark.
967 unofficially now.
And here now the Aces coming with that double wing set, Militoni and Fulop. One of them, Militoni's in motion, and there's Metter. Again with an angle run to the left side. He made it again with an easy little pylon run to the left. Metter scores for the 3rd time tonight, and Mount Carmel now leads 28-0.
It's a 4-yard run from Metter. He's had touchdown runs of 5, 8, and now 4, and the Aces closing in on 200 yards of total offense here in the first half. And more importantly, they've got a big lead.
6:03 to go, second quarter now, 28-0.
Goodness. You know, I just expected a little more out of Marshall, I think, to this point, but the Aces, recovered that onside kick and really have kind of taken them out of the game here.
They put Kling in the backfield, but they do give the ball to Acre, who powers off the right side for the 2-point conversion run. And that was another great 2-point extra point brought to you by Mabry's Auto Body and Paint, 214 South Market Street, Mount Carmel. Now let's take a look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. 6:03 to go, first half. Mount Carmel leads Marshall 30-0. Back in 1 minute. Keegan Linson kicks off. The ball retrieved to the 25-yard line. Little running room, but the return man almost broke it. The Aces eventually caught him from behind. And that was Husengay on the return out to the 40-yard line, and that's where Marshall starts this drive.
I'm telling you, for Marshall, it is on the kickoffs when they're deep. Husengay is expected to go and find it, and he got it there and brought it back across the field and nearly turned the edge there on the Aces, but we were able to track him down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Marshall from their own 43-yard line.
Aces have some short scoring drives tonight. The last one that Metter just finished was 76 yards on 5 plays. They've had a 4-play drive tonight for scores. Now Carmel is perfect on offense tonight. They scored every time they've had the football.
I've got us for 197 yards totally. Marshall allowed just 41.
2 wideouts and a wing to the left side, and there comes the late pitch. Husengay and gets the pitch and delivers the goods inside the 50 across midfield of the Aces 47, and that it's going to be close to the marker. Now they pull it back.
Yeah, they're the official on the far side. The near side guy was up near the down marker, but the far side official right over there on the top of the play said he stepped out of bounds way back field from there. Looks like a 6-yard gain all told for Husengay on the play, his 2nd carry of the game.
Clock running. It stopped on that play. 5:46 to go, 2nd period. Now Scott sets the ball club down. Actually, he's in the shotgun, in the pistol, and will back up, wants to throw. Now he's flushed, rolls to the left, and now fires with that right hand up the middle, incomplete. And around the 30-yard line, the pass was intended for.
Yeah, that's 3 pass attempts, 3 incompletions for Trey Scott, as Marshall has not yet got the passing game going, a team that averages 122 yards through the air per game without a completion in the first 3 attempts here in this first half.
And Metter did a good job on the coverage back there for the Aces. And now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage is the 49 of Marshall. They do now. They've juiced up their offensive formations, and they've sent 2 and 3 out, and there's a wing and 2 wideouts to the right side now, and a wideout to the left side. 1 setback, and now Scott wants to throw. They're in on a dump pass over the middle. It is incomplete, fading fast, and finally went out of bounds. Boy, the Aces sent the farm there, huh?
Yeah, the Aces. Oh, they're going to say he caught that ball in bounds?
Well, he must have got 1 foot
goodness.
down or a toe down or something, but he's right over there marking it at around the 37-yard line. How about that?
Goodness. I had given up on that. I thought he was 4 steps out of bounds. There's the first completion of the game for Marshall.
Oh, nice little conversion there for the Lions, and so they march on. Receivers split both ways, set back behind the QB, and it'll be, this time, a handoff to their stalwart running back, Genovola. And they're going to mark him down around the 38. Short gain. Ace is doing a little better job covering him now.
I'll tell you, he got 4 yards on his first carry, and since then, Genovola carries of 2, 2, 2, and 1. Ace is really clamping down on the Marshall running back.
Nearing the 5-minute mark now in the first half. 2nd and 9 for Marshall. Yeah, this score will raise a few eyebrows. It gets around the league. It's 30-0. Mount Carmel favored by not nearly 30 tonight. They've had it all their way tonight. Now Scott backs up, rolls left, now fires on the run. Pass off of Husengay's hands. At around the 36, he almost looked like he turned and wanted to head upfield before he caught the ball.
Yeah, I think he just kind of bounded off his hands. It hit him right in the hands, just not able to haul it in. Scott now 4 of 5 passing. Keep an eye on that Alney-Casey game for you throughout the night. Alney leading at home in that, in essence, game for the conference championship, 14-6 over Casey. They're in the second quarter.
All right, here's Marshall now on 3rd down. A wing and a wide out left side. Wide receiver to the right, wing to the left as well, and it'll be Scott.
Oh, my
rolls
goodness.
Left.
Oh,
and they're going to bring it down
goodness.
for a big loss all the way back at the 50-yard line. Wow.
I am telling you, Acree was there. The Aces swarmed to the football, to the quarterback. There were 4 guys back there. Did the line not ever pick anybody up? We just pounced through there.
Kling was in there. And
Mercy. A loss of 10 yards, 4th down.
Yep, they're going to mark the football at around the 47, but it's 4th and a mile now. And Marshall's going to punt it away. Aces drop 2 men deep at around their 15-yard line.
Wow, wow, wow.
Now the clock at the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter as the snap comes and the kick underway. And it's caught on the 20-yard line and a return of about 5 or 6 yards. And on the Aces, it was Metter on the catch.
He kind of got spun around there on the tackle on the return. Gets it back to the 25. And with 3:49 to go here in the quarter, the Aces have a chance to continue the perfect streak on drives. This time they'll need to go 75 yards for another strike.
So Shane Metter has 3 touchdowns on the night. Elliott Acree 1. The Aces 4 for 4 on offense. And they start 75 yards away from the end zone here with 3:49 left in the half. And there, Webb in motion to the left. Here's Metter. Quick swing pass that way on the edge. Catch is made. Drives forward and gets enough for the first down, I think. Let's see.
Nope. Yes. They do give him the first down. I believe that is Militoni.
So
on the
Militoni,
catch.
not Webb, caught the ball. Okay.
Webb went over there to block and did so effectively. And it's a 1st and 10 Penn's Bowling Center first down. A 12-yard completion, the first of the day for the Aces, moves the chains.
And Metter did actually complete a pass on the 2-point conversion earlier, but this is the first scrimmage pass that he's made tonight. Now he sends a man in motion. That is Militoni again to the right side.
Flags down.
Yep, flag stops the play as the handoff is made.
False start against the Aces.
So that'll cost him 5 yards. That may be our first false start of the night.
It is. We did have a personal foul penalty earlier. Marshall has had one as well for a face mask. So we'll see what the Aces can do on a 1st and 15 as the clock rolls, getting close to that 3-minute mark.
Line of scrimmage pushed back to the 32-yard line.
We're not a hurry team, so the clock will slowly become a factor here.
Webb in motion to the left side. Here's Metter. Backs up, throws left side again.
Good
and
block.
The catch is made.
Good
That's
block.
Militoni again. Still some running room. Left side near the marker on that catch alone all the way to the 46.
Telling you what, I don't know if that was Webb again out there, but boy, oh boy, what a great block to spring Militoni free on the edge. Gets it up to the 46-yard line. And that is a pickup of 14 yards. Second double-digit pass completion from Metter to Militoni.
Oh, here it is now. Mount Carmel in a second and golden opportunity here. One man in motion, and that I think is Acree. Now here's Metter left side. That's Webb on the carry, and he's rolling down the left side. He breaks it free almost, and now he dives again near the 10-yard line. Is that Webb?
It may be Metter, I think.
Okay,
Let's see.
yeah.
First down. First down
it's
for
Metter.
the Aces. Wow. All the way down inside the 10, into the Big R Farm and Home red zone. Big play for the Aces and Metter. Another big Shane Metter play on the night.
And let's see if we run him to the corner again. He's owned that tonight.
Wow.
So the Aces knocking at the door again. 2:14 to go here in the first half of play. Acree lines it up in the backfield. Metter under center. Sends a man in motion, Militoni. And it'll be, Acree on the... Oh, there's a fumble,
did the
I
ball
think.
come out?
But did it come down after he was down or not? Yep, it is Mount Carmel anyway. Gets it.
We did fumble, but we did recover.
So Acree ended up on the football in the end. And so it'll be second down.
And still got some positive yards there.
Yeah, about a yard, maybe 2.
We'll call it 2, I believe.
So the 6-yard line now for the Aces. 1:42 left in the first half. This would give Mount Carmel a very big lead at halftime. It's 30-0.
Scott, sorry, very unofficially, I've got Shane Metter closing in on a 200-yard night.
Wow. And right now, is that Militoni coming back around on the corner sweep?
I'm not sure if it is. Yep.
But wasn't much there for him. Maybe no gain on the play.
Yeah, it looks like they're sitting it right down where we started. So it'll be a 3rd and goal from the 7.
Now, Carmel last time, there's 1:09 to go here in the first half.
We do have all our timeouts should we need them, but right now it's an and goal situation. So you got 2 plays to get this ball in the end zone.
That should whittle away all the time on the clock. Aces take their time coming out. And here is man in motion Webb. Metter throws left side swing pass, caught. And Militoni tries to get in. Did he make it?
No, but very close.
Militoni on that swing pass catch again, and Webb led the way to form a block out in front. They are going to mark him inside the 5 down near the 2-yard line. It's 4th down.
A 5-yard completion there, if that in fact was a forward pass. We had some issues on the stats side of things with that last week, but if it was a forward pass, a 5-yard completion, it'll be 4th and goal from about the 2 here, maybe even the 1.
So they're letting the clock go for now, down to 11, down to 10, but we haven't broken camp, so
Boy.
we'll probably call a timeout at some point here. 7, 6,
Why not
5,
take it to 1, really, because it's the final play of the
3,
quarter.
2, yeah, they stop it with 3. All right. So Mount Carmel knocking to the door. It's 4th down anyway. We have 3 seconds to go. Let's just keep it here in the first half.
Yeah, timeout brought to you by Country Financial Agent here. You know, what's your bread and butter play here from the 2? You know, I'm not so sure you don't potentially think about putting Jackson Kling in the backfield again, at least if nothing else to help push.
Yep. And that's worked already tonight in one scenario. One time it worked, but it was called back. A nice gain by Kling. And so let's see if they they did that last week, right, for the Casey game.
Yeah, now I'll tell you, this is the one thing that is concerning about taking the clock all the way down to 3 here. I understand the strategy. You don't want Marshall to get any clock time with it, but if we take a snap and there's a penalty on this to run another play, if we get any sort of penalty that happens in the field of play, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So let's just see what the Aces do here. Let's just run a solid play, and we won't worry about that.
There you go.
Let's hope.
4th and goal from the 2.
Let's see what the Aces do. Metters hit the pylons on the corner run twice tonight. And it's been automatic for him there.
Packed house.
It'll be Kling in the backfield. It'll deuce backfield set. In fact, we've got 3 in the backfield, almost in a wishbone kind of a look. And there is a handoff, a stumble, and a handoff, and pushing his way across.
Yes.
Is that Acree?
I think it may have been Kling. We'll see. It was Acree. You called it, partner.
He pulled to the right side or pushed to the right side as best he could and really had to kick hard to make it. He barely did, but that goes for 6. That's Elliot Acree, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and it's 36-0 as the clock says 0, the last play of the second quarter.
A long time since I remember scoring as the clock. The horn sounds, but a 2-yard run here by Acree caps off a pretty impressive drive for Mount Carmel to eat up all the clock that was left. It's about 3 minutes and change. We ate it all up and scored at the end of the day.
So good clock management works in the end for the Aces. Now they set it down for the 2-point run, and it'll be another push. I don't think he's going to make it this time.
Well,
diving to the goal line at the very end. Nice little effort, and that was Kling on the try, but the run failed, and that's the end of the first half, just like that. Let's take a look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It's halftime here at the Hilltop, and Mount Carmel leads the Marshall Lions 36-0. We're back with the Keepus Funeral Home halftime report in 2 minutes.
Hi, I have a question. I heard you were owned by the people who manage their money day to day with you.
Yep.
And that you're a not-for-profit version of a bank.
Yep.
And because you are owned by the people who manage their day-to-day money with you, and because you are the not-for-profit version of a bank, you work to keep good rates, so it's easier to borrow or to save for life milestones.
Yep. Just people helping people. Was there a question?
Yep. How do I sign up?
You can apply for a membership online at cafcu.org or come into our local branch at 1011 Oak in Mount Carmel if you have any questions.
What does CAFQ stand for?
It's Corporate America Family Credit Union. It's so many words because we're helping so many people.
Well, that makes sense.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
Welcome back to Riverview Stadium on senior night at Mount Carmel High School. It's time now for the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report. It's been all Mount Carmel here. They lead the Lions of Marshall 36-0 at the break. Mount Carmel scored 14 first quarter points, tacked on 3 scores, 22 points in the second quarter. Shane Metter has 3 touchdowns tonight on runs of 5, 8, and 4 yards. Elliott Akery has 2 touchdowns. He opened the scoring at the 9:01 mark of the first period on a 1-yard run. Metter's pass to Jack counted for 2. Then Metter added the 5-yard run at the 1:26 mark of the first quarter. Pass failed, so 14-0 at the end of the period. In the second frame, Mount Carmel scored again on an 8-yard run by Metter, completing a 4-play, 40-yard drive. Akery's run made it 22-0 with 11:27 to go in the second period. Then at the 6:03 mark of the second quarter, Metter added a 4-yard run and added the 2-point conversion as well to make it 30-0. And then, of course, you just heard it there. As the clock struck 0, Akery added a 2-yard run on the final play of the first half. The 2-point run failed, so that's where we are at halftime, 36-0.
Well, Scott, we've got that golf report from Kevin Madden to get to, so we'll go through some first half stats here quickly. I've got Mount Carmel for 282 yards in the first half of play. 178 unofficially on 11 carries and 3 touchdowns. Have a night, Shane Metter. Elliott Akery marching toward that 1,000 mark on the season. 13 carries, 69 yards, 2 scores. Andrew Militoni, 2 carries for 4 yards. So the Aces, 251 yards on the ground. Passing, it has been Metter completing all 3 passes. He's thrown for 31 yards. Those passes, all 3 to Andrew Militoni for 31 yards receiving. For Marshall, they are held to just 38 yards of offense in the first half. Trey Scott, 2 carries for 10. Ben Harper, 4 for 11. Dom Husengay has 2 carries for 6. And Luca Ginavola has 11 yards on 5 carries. Marshall on the aerial assault. Trey Scott, 1 completion and 5 attempts for 18 yards. That pass completion, I don't think I had who it went to, but maybe Husengay. We'll give it to him anyway. Marshall had a fumble they lost. The Aces also recovered an onside kick in that first half. A pretty big first half performance all the way around from Mount Carmel with a big 36-0 lead.
Mount Carmel trying to snap a 2-game losing streak and get back to the 500 mark at 4-4 and keep alive their playoff hopes, which they need to finish 5-4 to have a shot at the playoffs, and that would mean a win tonight and also on Thursday against Lawrenceville. That's right, fans. Don't forget that game is Lawrenceville. Well, it's been a great day for the Mount Carmel Lady Aces golf team, and we have Kevin Madden standing by for a report. We're going to get to that when we come back in 2 minutes after this on the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report. So you just want to go right
into have that report?
Hey, do you guys have that report?
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day his surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
Hi, I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
And I'm Elijah Hadra, one of the captains at the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
Let's start with our first tip, the optimal locations for fire alarms.
So smoke alarms should be installed on every level of your home, outside each sleeping area, and inside every bedroom. For the best protection, we recommend that you interconnect all the smoke alarms so that when one sounds, they all sound.
At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get scary great deals. Save up to $15,000 off 2024 Ram heavy-duty trucks and up to $10,000 off 2024 Jeep Compass. Come today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department with free pickup and delivery. Your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
A voice over the phone asking you for your PIN number to verify who you are is a major red flag. Be cautious also of similar questions via email, text, or phone. October is National Cyber Security Awareness Month, and the First National Bank is sharing several tips and tricks to fight against fraud on their Facebook page. So be sure to follow along.
We're back here at halftime on the News Channel 15 YouTube feed. The radio listeners getting a listen to Kevin Madden's report from up at Decatur, where he is with the Mount Carmel girls golf team. And we've got to give you the update here ourselves because this is just something to behold. How about a fourth consecutive state championship? It is looking like a reality, potentially, barring a complete come-apart tomorrow. The Lady Aces have a 21-stroke lead, plus 17 at the Red Tail Run Golf Course in Decatur. The second closest team, the next closest team, is Sacred Heart Griffin out of Springfield. They're plus 38. So the Aces are through everything tomorrow, and it looks like we will tee off at 10:09 a.m. tomorrow morning for the final round of play. Chicago University is in third place. They are exactly 30 strokes behind Mount Carmel. Effingham St. Anthony representing Southern Illinois. They're 54 over, so they're in fourth position, and you don't even need to go any further than that because nobody really has a shot even from there to try to catch the Lady Aces. But Mount Carmel not leading individually, but listen to this. Zimmy Moore is in fifth place overall at plus 3. That is 5 strokes back of the lead. Meanwhile, Miley Kennard is plus 4, 1 stroke back, as is Emily Gottman, 1 stroke back of Zimmy. So that's it's boom, boom, boom. Right there, and then you don't have to go too far down the list to find that, where did she go? I lost her on my sheet. I know she's not that far down. Tied for 11th is Ava Brummagem with a plus 6, so she's right in the mix, just 2 strokes back of her teammate there as well. Miranda Kennard is plus 12, as Elise Swanson is plus 13, so the Lady Ace is right in the mix. This is something, isn't it?
Oh, just incredible, and we talked about it earlier. You know, this would be an amazing feat, 4 straight state titles for a private school. This is a public school doing all this with our little girls, our homegrown talent here doing this all in Mount Carmel. Just amazing, just incredible. And really, when you look back, of course, there was that year before this streak started that was the COVID year. They didn't play a state final, and the Aces dominated sectional play throughout the whole state. We kind of declared them unofficially the mythical state champs that year.
Right.
And so that would be 5 in a row. And yet there's only 1 senior on this year's squad. Could they keep this thing going?
Remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Remarkable, to say the least. But this team is the real deal. And, you know, Emily Gottman, the senior, could become, I think you have to call it the first golfer in, first maybe athlete in school history to go her entire high school career and never lose a team competition.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? I mean, this team has that long winning streak going, and that includes not just your dual meets, not your triangular meets, invitationals. We have won every invitational. I mean, not one bad weekend or one bad Saturday, period. Yeah. And that includes the state tournaments as well, regional, sectional, championship. So just amazing. And wouldn't that be a feat to go undefeated at that level? Wow.
Yeah, just unbelievable play by this Lady Aces team. And I want to also give a shout out to the Mount Carmel soccer Aces. They play in a regional semifinal, the regional Final Four tomorrow. They play the Patriots of Massac County at Massac County in the afternoon. Also, the girls Tennis sectional is tomorrow. Mount Carmel plays at Charleston tomorrow in that. And then volleyball will start postseason play here soon. The cross-country team ran the conference meet this past week, and they will be competing soon. And the Junior Aces cross-country team, they are running in the first ever Mount Carmel Junior High SIJ HSAA state tournament here soon. So everybody winding down the fall sports season on the first night that it actually is pretty cool here at the Snake Pit. The first cool night of the year, and we're talking about the fall sports season winding down. But boy, the Aces have done just an exceptional job of competing in all facets of the game to this point in the season.
And Kyle, how about that Alney score with the Casey Westfield Warriors? A lot of offense. I mean, I thought Casey would have the better defensive team coming in, but that Alney probably had a little better offense. I didn't see last week's game, but lo and behold, how about that battle between those two?
Yeah, I would have called Casey as my favorite, having seen both teams play. But at halftime, it's 21-14 Alney at the break. So the home team Tigers with the lead, looking to win their first LIC conference championship in football since sharing it with Paris back in 2019.
The Carmel Bulldogs lead El Dorado at halftime, 32-14. Newton leads Lawrenceville at the half, 21-0. Those are other LIC scores from today. Oh, how about Paris and Robinson? Robinson leads Paris in the second quarter, 23-7.
Yeah, so I think Robinson may be out-kicking their coverage in that one a little bit as well. Paris, I thought, would compete more at home. Well, we're going to take a 60-second break here on the TV side, and we'll be back with more of the halftime show after this. Stay with us.
In the heart of Mount Carmel, where community and support go hand in hand, you'll find the First National Bank.
We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your supporters.
Just like our Golden Aces, we believe in hard work, dedication, and the power of community.
Whether on the field or in the bank, we're here to cheer you on every step of the way.
We're proud to support the Mount Carmel Golden Aces.
Because when our team wins, our community wins.
Here's to another season of victories, both big and small. The First National Bank, where community comes first. Go Golden Aces. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenience. The biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Back here at halftime on the News Channel 15 YouTube stream, the Mount Carmel Marching Aces finishing their run. Forgot to mention the success they've had. I think they've won every competition they've been at here lately as well. So congratulations to Kim Mandrell and the Marching Aces for the job they're doing here too. We're at halftime. It's Mount Carmel all over Marshall, 36-0 here on senior night. The final home game of the regular season. Will there be another? The Aces have got to win out to at least find their way into the playoffs. We'll take a break and we'll be back to Riverview Stadium in 1 minute.
Meet the dentists at Comprehensive Dental Care of Dr. Bryce Miller has proudly served the residents of his hometown for over a decade, bringing advanced training in the field of implant and cosmetic dentistry to the local community. And Dr. David Miller has been practicing now for 40 years. In that time, his goal has remained the same: to provide patients with high-quality care tailored to their health and well-being. Let our team at Comprehensive Dental Care put our quality, compassionate care to work for you. Give us a call today.
Mount Carmel. Welcome to the all-new Southgate Furniture. We just opened our doors at 1 Southgate Drive. We can't wait for you to see stylish dining sets to cozy sofas, recliners, and coffee tables. We've got everything you need to make your house a home. And right now, don't miss our ultimate complete bedroom suite sale. All complete bedroom sets are 50% off while supplies last. Hurry in today and take advantage of these incredible savings before they're gone. Offer excludes mattresses. Visit us today at 1 Southgate Drive in Mount Carmel, Illinois. Southgate Furniture. Your home, your style, your way.
Did you know that Wabash County Health Department offers a reproductive health clinic? The clinic is available on Wednesdays with morning and afternoon appointments available. Services include physical exams, STD services, pregnancy testing, contraceptive services, hormonal implants, and more. Appointments can be made by calling 618-263-3873 or by texting 618-240-8889. Our reproductive health clinic, just another service provided by the Wabash County Health Department, is located at 130 West 7th Street in Mount Carmel. The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
Back here on the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report, let's talk about one score from Indiana in particular. Gibson Southern leads Boonville in the third quarter, 34-7, and that's notable because it's the final night of the regular season in the Hoosier State, and so we would get one more point in terms of our playoff point potential out of Gibson Southern winning one more time. That would be number 7 for them, wouldn't it, I think? 7-2.
Yep.
And then what about the Castle Memorial game? That's being played at Bossy Field. It's all decked out, lined out for baseball at Venerable Bossy Field, and Castle and Memorial are playing. Really, that's one of the big games of the year. It's been Memorial's year this year, and Castle's trying to knock them off, and it's a good game right now.
Yeah, no doubt. How about that? A picturesque sight. Our friend Jevin Redmond on the call of that one down there, and said that, they're calling the game sitting on a trailer bed at the 50-yard line on Bossy Field. I said, hey, that's nothing. We've done that. We did that a whole year here at Riverview Stadium a couple of years back.
Yeah, we had a great vantage point way up at the top. That was during the renovation process, which we're glad to note has finally come to an end in 2024, and now we got the facility, this beautiful place that we call home.
No doubt Marshall getting their first taste of it, and I don't think it tastes very good here at halftime. The Aces with a 36-0 lead. I, for one, can't believe that score. I am shocked that we're that far ahead. I thought Marshall would be a little more competitive than they've been to this point.
Yeah, the Lions just really haven't gotten much going, and they've been their own worst enemy on a couple of occasions. They've turned the ball over, is it once or twice in this game so far?
Well, once on a fumble and once on the onside kick recovery.
And Mount Carmel's been pretty efficient. We have just one procedure call. And we had one other penalty, a 15-yarder, wasn't it, on
was it
a hold or a face mask?
Or personal foul, something.
So we've been a little bit more efficient. I think the putting a cling in the front, on the front line, is starting to pay dividends now in week 2 of that move, giving us a little more flexibility in the backfield. And Metter's throwing the ball a little better tonight, too.
Yeah, he's a perfect 3 for 3, all 3 to Militoni, and Aces just doing a great job on all facets of the game. Have finished every drive they've started. Most efficient we've seen them, I think, all season.
The Lions won the toss. They elected to defer. So now Carmel will be kicking off here to start the second half. Well, don't forget, fans, our final game of the regular season is on Thursday night at Lawrenceville, 7 o'clock. For the kickoff.
Is that on Amazon Prime, like the NFL games? Is this a flex broadcast? Why are we playing on Thursday?
Let's put it on Amazon. Maybe we can work that into a new contract or something. Yeah,
gracious.
Just take a few million for that ball game.
Hey, Thursday night football this week. And then the playoff show on Saturday.
2 men deep for the Lions, and here comes Keegan Linson with the kick. And it is relatively short, taken by an up back of the 29. And 30, 35, 40 outside running. I thought he fumbled the football, but Husingay hung on to it and gets out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Tom Husingay.
Yeah, a pretty good return. Bounces out to the outside to create some more space, and it was the kicker, Keegan Linson, who makes the stop to stop the would-be run back for Marshall. They'll set up shop at their own 48-yard line to start the second half. We are one score away, by the way, partner, from a running clock.
Well, Marshall runs a lot of stuff and a lot of looks on offense. Not much of it's worked. They've got the spread open again. Quarterback in the pistol with Genovola behind him. Scott takes his time calling the signals. Nobody moves, and here comes the snap. And this time he pulls back, is going to run the football to the 50. Finally cracked down just into Mount Carmel territory at the 48 after a gain of 4.
Yeah, good run. They tried to go to the edge. Scott had a big play, the biggest rush of the night, went for 19 yards in that first half where he bounced to the outside and nobody was there. Tried the edge here on this side and didn't get much. 2nd down and 7.
Luca Genovola is their big running back. The Lions have receivers both ways, wings both ways in the shotgun. Scott calls and pulls back, and the Aces are right on him, drag him down for a loss. Big stop by Stalecki Militoni for a loss.
It'll be a tackle in the backfield, sack of the quarterback, back across where this drive started. They'll set it back at the 46-yard line. Negates the 3-yard gain and loses 2 more, so a 5-yard loss on the play.
So 3rd and 12 now for the Lions. Second-year head coach Steve Weber. They had a long, 29-game losing streak or some crazy total that they eliminated last year. This year, they started out 1-0. Now they've won 2, so they're making progress here in getting this program cranked back up to what it used to be, and they were a quality program for years. Scott rolls to the right, and is he going to give the pitch? And nope, he keeps it himself, turns it up for, he didn't even make it back to the line, did he?
Yeah, I don't think he even had an opportunity to give a pitch, and he lost another yard in the process. So this going backwards here in a hurry for Marshall. It's 4th and forever, and they're going to punt the ball away. Acree on the tackle that time, another sack for the Aces.
Boy, has Marshall been a playoff regular over the years. It's just that the program faded away in 2017. They haven't been back since.
Yeah, prior to 2019, 29 playoff appearances in the 44-year playoff history up until that point. That's not what we've seen since the Aces have been in the LIC with these Lions.
2 men deep for the Aces to retrieve this punt, and it will sail away from them in front of them and drop at around the 34 and be down there. So Mount Carmel will take over at their own 34-yard line. And they were 4 for 4, 5 for 5 in touchdown and possessions in the first half. So let's see if they can make it a 6-pack of conversions and put this thing into running clock mode.
Well, the Aces certainly could do that here on this opening drive of the second half and make it a quick night here, the final night of the regular season at the Riverview Stadium football field.
None of the scoring runs have been even more than 8 yards. Acree has scored from 4 and 2. Metter has scored from 5, 8, and 4. And now the Aces set it down, going left to right in the second half. And there is a pitch to the left side, a nice little outside running room, first down and then some across the 45 to the 48.
Elliot Acree.
It was Acree on the carry.
First and 10 Pins Bowling Center, first down up to the 48 from the 34. It's a 14-yard gain. Always nice to have a spotter in the booth up here.
Yeah.
Josh Howard joining us here tonight.
We appreciate that. Another first and 10 Pins Bowling Center, first down.
My first glance now is not going to be on the field. It's going to be to Josh to flash a number our way.
Yeah, he needs,
Now I'm offended.
And that's wrong. No.
He just said young eyes. Yeah, right. Okay.
Hey, with being old, I'm just glad I'm still here. All right, here is Metter. And
oh, boy.
He ended up and down the left side. He is rolling with the football. He's going to get in. He's down inside the 10.
That's a horse collar tackle, too.
That's
that'll
gonna
add
tack
to
on.
it. Yep.
So down the left sideline, Metter with another big run, his third long one of the night, all the way down to the Marshall 11.
See where they actually spot it after they get it all adjusted here, but flags came from both sides of the field on that play. And they are, where are they? Are they going to mark the penalty off now to the 6?
Half the distance to the goal line?
Yeah, so from the 48 to the 11 on the run.
And that was their side of the 48, right?
Yeah.
So 37 yards on the run.
There you go. Another big run for Metter, easily over 200 yards rushing tonight.
Webb in motion, left side. Metter stutter steps, heads to the right, tries to dive in. He's tripped up at around the 3-yard line. Metter looking for his 4th touchdown of the night. Ace is looking for the put-away touchdown that would put this in running clock mode. We still have 8:43 to go in quarter number 3. It's 36-0. Here in week 8, Mount Carmel looking to even the record at 4-4.
Give Metter, I think, carry, not a whole lot there. Another and goal situation in the Big R Farm and Home red zone.
And just one setback, Acree, man in motion, and there is a collision of sorts. Now Acree turns, tries to make something out of it, and got back to the line of scrimmage, almost a face mask on the bring down, but not quite. They're marking back at the 5.
Tackle for loss against Acree tonight's 3rd of the game for Marshall's defense. Back to the 5 we go here on a loss of 1.
It's third down, and there's those situations that kept popping up earlier in the year. Just do us in on a drive. Nothing has been stopping us tonight, though. We've recovered from miscues.
We scored on a 4th and goal as the time expired to end the half. That's as close as we've been to not getting it in.
Metter's looking for the corner run again. I think he's going to get repelled and spun out of bounds at around the 4, and it'll be 4th down for the Aces now.
Yeah, so we get the yard back we lost on the previous play, and Marshall's defense trying to repel the Aces here. A 4th and goal coming up from the 4-yard line. We'll see if the Aces can find the magic one more time to send us to running clock.
Well, the Aces have gone to the well on that little bootleg out and on the pylon run to the corners, and this time they did their homework. But, hey, run that play till they stop it, which they did there. Now it's 4th down. Aces now operate out of the eye with the up back being Acree, and there's the pitch to Fulop, and he dives across. Did he make it?
No.
No.
He did not make it. So the pitch goes to Fulop for the first time, and it looks like he'll get to the 1, and that will be it, as Marshall will take over on downs.
First time that the Aces have been denied a touchdown tonight. So Marshall takes over. Look where they're at the 1-yard line.
The Aces are up over 300 yards rushing, 334 total yards on the day. Marshall, in case you're wondering, 1, 2, 3 times have been brought down for a loss on a rushing play, and here they sit at the 1, 99 yards away from the end zone.
Let's see how cautious they want to be from here, huh?
Can't be too cautious because they've been brought down a few too many times in the backfield.
Trey Scott's in the end zone in the shotgun, and he changes the play, or at least points somebody in a direction and gets the snap. And it may be a safety on that play. Let's see where they're going to mark him down. He got to the goal line, maybe on the run.
I think he lost about a half a yard. He did, so they're further back. That's Genovola. I guess it goes as no gain, but he went from the 1 to the half-yard line.
I mean, he's like centimeters away from his own end zone.
No much more margin for error now for the Marshall offense.
So now 2nd and long. Scott gets the play in from the sidelines. The senior quarterback, the right-hander for the Lions, has receivers left and right. And he'll operate out of the pistol, and he's in the shotgun again, in the end zone again. And he will hand it off in the end zone and push forward. Well, gets a little green yardage in front there. That's Genovola on the carry.
And he got a little bit of progress.
About
maybe
2 of the 3, yep. Now it's 3rd down.
Still in danger territory, I think. Marshall's lost 10-5 on 2 tackles for loss made by the Aces, 2 plays for no gain tonight.
I mean, that handoff took place in the end zone.
Yeah.
So now he's about 2 yards deep of the end zone as the quarterback as he takes the shotgun snap. Aces are on him. He tries to run it out. He's going to get dragged down for a safety. No doubt about that one. The Aces converge, and that'll be 2 points.
How about that?
Acree they give credit for the stop and the safety for Mount Carmel, and we'll get the football again.
That's the first safety of the season recorded by the Mount Carmel defense. How about that?
Well, the Lions are playing with fire there. Again, they had an exchange to make while in the end zone. That's always a tough challenge, and it didn't work that time. Oh, it's 38-0 now, and we have 5:22 to go in quarter number 3.
Well, so now it'll come the free kick. Marshall will kick it back to the Aces. So it'll be Mount Carmel receiving the kick, the free kick from Marshall, which will come from the Lion 20-yard line.
So the Aces will have another chance to put the finishing touches on a running clock game. We'll visit with Michael Brewer after the game. Now, Carmel, smarting from last week's 50-14 loss to KZ Westfield, came out roaring tonight, scored 14 points in the first period, and added 3 more touchdowns, 22 points in the second quarter, in fact, scoring on the last play of the first half. Two men deep for the Aces, standing just inside their 40-yard line. This will be off the tee, not a punt, and there's the boot.
Oh.
And it's short, kind of a squibber, got over the line and then landed at about the 45. And the Aces fell on it. Bader on the reception, and as it turns out, falling at it, and they're going to mark it at the 46. So
It was
a
like
short
a
porch for the Aces.
line drive kick that Bader tried to nab on a diving stop like he was a shortstop out there and knocked it down, fell on it. And the Aces 46 yards away from a running clock. Senior night, and congratulations to those seniors, Andrew Militoni, Tobias Fulop, Reed Stinson, Alex Harris, and Aiden Oliver, the 5 Aces seniors this year.
So now Metter stands in the shotgun, or running back to his left, and he's going to keep it himself, and rolls upfield and gets a nice chunk to around the 40-yard line.
Marshall rushed 4 on the blitz, as Metter able to read that cleanly and plow forward past the blitzing defenders, picks up 5. And it's going to be a 2nd and 5 now for the Aces from the 41-yard line.
And that was a good sound effect there, Kyle. It wasn't
I didn't hear it.
It wasn't an old man sneezing or anything like that.
I didn't hear anything
but
like
it sounded just like it. It's 2nd down and a long 5 for the Aces now.
Well, bless you anyway.
And here is Metter. Fakes the swing pass to the left. Now gets running room over the left side and should have enough for the first down to the 35-yard line.
Another 6-yard pickup for Shane Metter. This is, I'm going to call a career night for Shane Metter, who had 338 yards rushing coming into the game. He's got 220 on the night for Mount Carmel.
And another 1st and 10 Pins Bowling Center, first down. Mount Carmel marches on. We're at 4:24 to go here in the third period. The Aces have scored on a safety in this third frame. They lead 38-0. They hurry up. Receivers split both ways. Metter, high snap, gets the handoff. Militoni grabbed right away and dragged down for a loss on that jet sweep to the right side. It didn't work.
Yeah, it just did not work at all. Militoni brought down for a 3-yard loss. Second time he's been tackled for a loss on this night, and it just didn't go the Aces' way that time. An update from that Robinson Paris score in the second quarter. Last score we had was 23-7 Robinson. Now at halftime it's 23-20 Robinson. So Paris on the comeback trail there at home.
Here it's 2nd and 3 for Mount Carmel. A second and longer than that, 13 for Mount Carmel. And here's Metter in the shotgun. Takes a snap and wants to throw. Does fire on the run. It's caught. And then Marshall converges on the receiver on the little flip to the left side. And on the catch for Mount Carmel looks like Militoni at around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so a 2nd and 13 will become a 3rd and 5 on the 4th straight pass completion from Metter to Militoni.
That's his longest completion streak of the year.
I would think so.
As entering tonight, he had very few throws on the year, just a total of
30
how many passes? 30 passes on the year.
9 completions, and now we're going to add 4 to that tonight.
So here are the Aces now with Metter under center, hands it off, and the ball carrier gets outside, slides enough for the first down, carrying over the left side, and they're going to move the chains on the carry that time for Mount Carmel. Elliott Acree getting closer to the 1,000-yard mark.
Yeah, Acree takes it from the 30 to the 20, a 10-yard pickup, and that will put him over the 1,000-yard mark for his career. 98 yards tonight. For his career, for the season, I should say, for Acree. 98 yards tonight. Back in the Big R Farm and Home red zone.
Even if we're just inches into it, it counts.
Right. We're there, right at that number.
The Aces send a wide out and a wing to the right side, and high snap again, but this time Metter takes off left side of the run, looking for those pylons on the left side, and
flag for a late hit, I think, coming here.
So they'll mark it to the 7. That'll be a gain of 13. How much of it holds up remains to be seen.
Yeah, I think it's against Marshall, and if it is, they'll go half the distance. He hit him when he was out of bounds.
So up on the Lions, so that'll move the ball inside the 5 then, huh?
Are they talking to the Aces? Who are we talking to? I think we're talking to Mount Carmel. I haven't seen a signal yet. But this should be against the Lions. Here comes the signal. Illegal substitution against the Aces. personal foul against Marshall. Offset.
And offset. Okay.
So
we'll take the play. All right.
So illegal. So there, that just totally wipes out that.
So we go
play.
back to where we were.
So it'll be 1st and 10 again at the 20.
All right. So there we go. Down to 2:05 to go, third period.
I missed that flag on the Aces. I did see the late hit, but usually if it's a false start like that, they blow the play dead.
So the Aces send Militoni and Fulop wide to the right side. And now Webb in motion to the left. Metter gets the snap. Now pumps, now throws. And it's up in the air for grabs. And it's caught in the end zone for a touchdown.
Jack Webb.
A 20-yard touchdown catch for Webb. His 6'4" frame up in the air. He can really tower over people. And he pulled that one in. And now it'll be a running clock game. Mount Carmel leads 44-0 with 1:58 to go in the third period.
How about Shade Metter? 5 of 5, 59 yards through the air. He's rushed for another 220. And the Aces have that big running clock score lead now.
So the game, it's already been a fast-moving third quarter. It's really going to be turbocharged now. The Aces are going to go for 2. Receivers split. Metter in the shotgun. And they're going to do a quick throw. That wasn't even Metter, was it? That was River Dasher, wasn't it?
Yeah, the freshman. Pass failed, though, too high. And so it'll be 44-0.
And that's what the Jade Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard reads. Aces on top, running clock from this point out. Be back in a minute.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day his surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH.
Mount Carmel now leads 44-0. Marshall will get the kick. There's the reception at the 16-yard line, 20-25, and over the 30 goes the return man. They call it the 35. That's where Marshall will set it up. We've got Josh doing some research. The last time the Aces did not make the playoffs, I'm thinking it was a 3-6 team.
Yeah, and that was
his second or third year. Michael's here. He had that.
2018.
Okay. He had that terrible luck in his first year here. We were 4-5. Remember all those injuries? It was like the Cardinals. Everybody was getting hurt.
Yeah. Battle of attrition. Not too kind to us that season. Last year in the Big 8 Conference.
Now here's Scott in the shotgun. Let's see what he does. Gets a low snap. Now has time. He's flushed a little bit now. Now fires the pass over the middle.
Yes!
It's tipped and intercepted.
We got it.
The Aces get it back on the first play of the drive.
Jack Webb.
How about that? Webb stars at one end a moment ago and now turns around and gets a pick here. And Mount Carmel gets the football at the 39 of Marshall now.
Well, the passing game has been unkind to Marshall tonight. 1 completion in 6 attempts, plus the interception. And Jack Webb accentuates what has been a good defensive half. A safety and now a pick for this Mount Carmel defense. The fumble recovery earlier in the night.
And the clock continues to run, of course, now at this point. We got 26 seconds to go in the third period. And they have just now started the play clock, so we don't even need to run a play here.
And Scott, how about this? Through 3 quarters, Mount Carmel will have allowed Marshall 35 yards of total offense in 3 periods. That's it.
And that will do it for the third period. Let's take a look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. 1 quarter to go. Mount Carmel leads Marshall 44-0. Back in 1 minute.
I'm Elijah Hadro with the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
And I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Did you know that working smoke alarms can significantly reduce the risk of dying in a home fire? Taking just a few seconds each month to test your smoke alarms can make a life-saving difference. Simply press the test button to ensure they're working properly, and don't forget to follow the manufacturer's instructions for regular cleaning to keep your alarms in top condition.
Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. All month long, get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet starting at $299 a month, and a 2024 Durango now up to $10,000 off MSRP. Come in and get yours today. Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $10,000 off, and Ford Bronco Sport as low as $343 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. We go to the fourth quarter. Mount Carmel headed for the win. They lead Marshall 44-0. This game will be a running clock game now.
Assuming River Dasher will stay in at the quarterback spot for the Aces, we'll have a whole lot of New Jersey numbers to pick out there for you. It looks like it is the freshman out there.
And it is Dasher, and he hands it off.
Oh, boy.
Not much there. Wait a minute. They're still going, and he did not give up. Almost lost the ball as he was tackled. Who was all that? That was Wiggins, I think, wasn't it?
Chase Wiggins, yeah, you're right. Number 20 ended up with that football. I'm not sure if it wasn't dropped or what in that sequence, but a loss of 7 for Wiggins.
So it'll second down from there for Mount Carmel, but at least we're getting our chance to see some different kids in there now, which is hard to do when you've got such a young team to start with.
Right. Unlike Kentucky, we can't play 8th graders. But if we could, they might be out there now.
There's Dasher under center. There comes the pitch, and Wiggins tries to get to the edge on the left side. Cuts by one guy, then is dropped by another. Maybe a half-a-yard loss on the play. Back at the 46.5, it'll be third down.
Yeah, just not much there at all. Leave it at 3rd and 17. For Chase Wiggins, these are his first touches on the offensive side of the ball. No previous carries. Got to get him 7 yards or 8 somewhere to get him into positive territory, but it's 3rd and 18. Actually, that will go as a loss of a yard. So now he needs 9 yards to find positive territory from the backfield. Also back there is 22 Paul Ray Garrett in the backfield for the Aces.
The Aces send trips to the right side now, and the quarterback's back to throw.
Oh, my.
And he does have time, and he throws it long, and the pass is almost picked off, knocked away, incomplete on the fly down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, a pretty good pass play, and Zadok Fulop was there. Extra whistle. Did we have a flag come down? There is a flag on the play, so let's hold the phone on the result of that play. But that would be the first pass attempt, but it's going to be a procedure penalty against the Aces.
I wonder if we had somebody turn upfield too quickly or something. I don't know. But as it is now, it's 4th down. And let's see if Wiggins is going to draw back and punt.
Yeah, I think he's back there. Yeah.
That's not Wiggins, though, is it? I think it's Dakota Woods.
Okay.
He's going to punt.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Marshall hurries and drops a kid back.
We'll get rid of it.
There's the kick under a rush. Bounces at around the 15, around the 25, I should say, and lands about there. So it'll be a punt of about 22 yards and no return, and Marshall has it at the 24. The clock continues to run. We're down to 9:17 to go.
Well, Woods becomes the 4th punter of the season for the Aces, the 4th player to punt this year.
And tell me, please, did I not say River Dasher, or did I say River Phoenix the first
You
time
said Dasher. You said Dasher.
Oh,
you
good.
did. 100% you did.
Okay, because I always worry about that.
That would be a compliment, I'm sure.
I still think back to the days when I was working in the newspaper, and I used to you'd be amazed how many RBIs in Little League that,
River Phoenix got?
No, not River Phoenix. Mostly Dan Stoneberger got.
This is Gianvola.
And down the left side, got some running room. Finally, we knock him out of bounds all the way down to the 32-yard line. I mean, Dave Stoneberger. I didn't even get that right, the joke right. They'll mark it all the way to the 35-yard line. 36 now. That's a big run.
It's a 40-yard gain, which will more than double Marshall's offensive yards on the night.
And that by far is his longest run of the night, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the first double-digit run for Ginavola tonight. He's up to 50 yards now, picking up 40 on one play. Paul Ray Garrett made the stop.
Yeah, the Aces have done a good job on him tonight.
And now Marshall will call timeout.
All right, well, we'll do that too. Brought to you by Country Financial Representative Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel headed for the win. They lead 44-0. Back in 1 minute.
Did you know that Wabash County Health Department offers a reproductive health clinic? The clinic is available on Wednesdays with morning and afternoon appointments available. Services include physical exams, STD services, pregnancy testing, contraceptive services, hormonal implants, and more. Appointments can be made by calling 618-263-3873 or by texting 618-240-8889. Our reproductive health clinic, just another service provided by the Wabash County Health Department, is located at 130 West 7th Street in Mount Carmel. The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
On the tackle for the Golden Aces, number 64, Alex Harris, and number 84, Will Freeland.
Well, Marshall went on the run there, Scott, and lost a yard. I didn't catch the ball carrier, but it's 2nd down and 11 out of the timeout.
As they were quick to get the play going after this, so now here are the Lions.
Looks like they've got some different personnel out there, too.
Yeah, they got a different quarterback number. We'll pick that up as we go here as quickly as we can. He's in the shotgun and takes a snap. Hands off, ball carrier. Gets upfield for a couple to the 35-yard line. New quarterback in the game is Luke Brody. He's a freshman.
And Will Freeland makes the stop.
Second in a row for him.
How about that? No gain on that play. Maybe a yard back of forward progress as the Marshall second-string offense is on the field for the final literal 7 minutes of this, barring any scores or more timeouts.
Mount Carmel trying to earn the shutout.
44 points, by the way, ties the season high mark. We scored 44 in a win against Robinson back early in the season.
And now receivers both ways, and this time the quarterback keeps it himself, steps out of one tackle. No, he loses his balance, stumbles forward to the 35. Really, that was a better stop than I thought it was initially.
Owen Blake gets the
nice
trip
job.
up tackle.
He had enough to kind of slow him down, cause him to lose his balance, so that's as far as I'm concerned a tackle anyway. And now it's 4th and about 8 or 4th and 9.
Paris has stormed back from down 23-7 to take a 27-23 lead against Robinson in the third quarter.
Boy, Paris thought they had Mount Carmel, didn't they? And the exact opposite happened to them that night.
Mm-hmm.
Mount Carmel came from 9 down to beat the Tigers. And now handoff. Nope, ball carrier your quarterback keeps it himself. And did he throw?
He threw the pass right near the line of scrimmage, but it's incomplete, so that'll be a turnover on downs. It was very close to a pass across the line of scrimmage, which you cannot do, obviously.
And Mount Carmel takes over now from the 35-yard line. And maybe, let's see how these kids perform here. Maybe we can just finish this thing off here. We'll visit with Michael Brewer after the game. Mount Carmel will be 4-4 heading to Thursday night's game at Lawrenceville. That's right. Thursday night. 4 games this year have ended up on different nights in the original schedule. One because of weather, but only one.
Right. Third quarter score still Olney 21, KZ 14 in the battle for the LIC championship.
The Aces have the double wing set. Quarterback is Dasher, hands it off. Ball carrier slides right side, and he has a nice little run over the 40 to the 41 or 42-yard line.
Good carry for Paul Ray Garrett, who had 6 carries on the season coming in for 16 yards. We'll get 7 more to add to that total there. Aces 21 yards away from 400 total yards of offense on this night.
Garrett, just a freshman, 5'10", 155. He's going to get a few more carries before his career is over.
For sure.
Looked pretty good there, too.
Got Dean Bell checked out here at a receiver spot on this near side.
There goes Wiggins in motion to the right, and handoff ball carrier
Garrett.
again. Garrett breaks it open, gets the first down, then he's repelled, but not until he gets up across the 45 to the 48-yard line.
6-yard pickup, first down, move the chains. Good run by Paul Ray Garrett as we approach 4 minutes left.
Well, Kyle, what do you think? Let's talk about the Mount Carmel Public Utility electrifying play of the game. I don't know what stands out more, but I tell you what, I think any pass play that we succeed at this year is so helpful for the entire offense, not just the play in particular. That's got to be considered up there.
Well, I tell you what, you hate not to choose a senior. Here's a big run.
And off to the races,
run.
it's going to end up being a touchdown.
Zadok Fulop.
Wow, Zadok Fulop.
But there's a flag somewhere.
Okay.
Why? Against the young kids? Come on now.
Yeah, it's way back at the 35, some 15 yards upfield. It was a 52-yard run if it stands, but it won't. And the clock does run while we decide all this anyway.
Right. By the time it's over, the game could be over.
Yep, they're going to walk backwards.
Probably a hold, I'm guessing.
From about that point, that'd be the 35. They take it back to the 50. If that's what they
10-yard
do.
penalty.
Oh,
so,
just till 45
so,
then.
Yeah. So all told, Zadok Fulop's still going to get carry yardage here of about 7 yards on that play, but the penalty brings some of that back.
And they're going to call it. Is it 1st and 3? Yep.
It is.
Line of scrimmage, the Marshall 45.
But the electrifying play, I hate not to choose a senior tonight, but I tell you, here's another big play.
Another big run, and another first down to the 30.
Wiggins.
Okay, Wiggins gets the carry. Is that his first of the night?
That's his first for positive yards, though.
Okay.
So he gets about 12. I would love to pick out Shane Metter tonight.
Okay,
because he's gone for 220 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. He's thrown a touchdown pass and has 59 yards on a 5-for-5 throwing night. You can't get much better than that. Shane Metter may be just the electrifying player of the night.
Yeah, just any one of those key plays. And he had 3 big runs.
Yeah.
Now there's a ball carrier. That's Garrett again, getting outside of the edge. First down and then some, still driving, pushing hard, getting down inside the 20 to the 15-yard line.
How about that? 15 yards. Paul Ray Garrett's up to 28 yards now on 3 carries. And the Aces, up to 360 yards on the ground, have now crossed that 400-yard mark on the game.
We'll see if they just take a knee now to 1:30 to go. We'll see if they do that from here, from the 15-yard line.
Hard to convince that second-string team to do that. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they may not, but
you don't want to score here if you're the Aces, though. That's the point that I think Coach Brewer would make. Play clock's down to 5. In fact, this is my favorite part about running clock. I think they are going to kneel it out.
Yeah, there it is.
You could take delay of game penalties till the clock goes out. You don't even have to be on the field at this point if you wanted to be for the Aces.
You're right.
But let me run through the final stats here. Do that quickly. 419 yards of total offense for the Aces. Shane Metter, 220 yards rushing on 16 carries, 3 scores. Elliott Acree, 2 touchdowns, 98 yards. Even puts him, if I'm right, at an even 1,000 yards for the year. That's on 17 carries. Andrew Militoni, 3 carries for a net, 0 yards. Paul Ray Garrett, 3 carries, 28. Zadok Fulop, a carry for 7. Tobias Fulop, a carry for 3. Chase Wiggins, 3 carries for 4. That's 300. Shane Metter threw 5 for 5, 20 yards and a touchdown. River Dasher threw an incomplete pass. Jack Webb, a touchdown catch for 20. Andrew Militoni had 4 catches for the remaining 39 yards. Trey Scott threw 1 completion in 6 attempts, 13 yards, 1 pick. Marshall rushing the ball, 76 yards on the ground. That's all they had on the night as the Aces get their first shutout of the season.
Yep, there it is. The final. Metter took the final snap and kneed out, and Mount Carmel has won it with an impressive shutout, beating the Marshall Lions in a game that was supposed to be much closer than this. It turned into a rout from the word go, and the final score tonight, as we take a look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard, Mount Carmel 44 and Marshall nothing. Aces now 4-4 in the year. Marshall falls to 2-6. We're back with the totals and highlights and a visit with Aces coach Michael Brewer. That's next in 2 minutes.
Hi, I have a question. I heard you are owned by the people who manage their money day to day with you.
Yep.
And that you're a not-for-profit version of a bank.
Yep.
And because you are owned by the people who manage their day-to-day money with you, and because you are the not-for-profit version of a bank, you work to keep good rates, so it's easier to borrow or to save for life milestones.
Yep. Just people helping people. Was there a question?
Yep. How do I sign up?
You can apply for a membership online at cafcu.org or come into our local branch at 1011 Oak in Mount Carmel if you have any questions.
What does CAFU stand for?
It's Corporate America Family Credit Union. It's so many words because we're helping so many people.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, the Mount Carmel Golden Aces improved to 4-4 in the year. They keep their playoff hopes alive, and a complete domination of the Marshall Lions, 44-0 is the final. And if you believe the Cal Preps folks, they called it a close game. Anywhere from they had a 10-point spread here by tonight. It was 16 earlier in the week, but yet look at the final. I don't think anybody saw this coming.
No, I don't think so either. A wire-to-wire win, a shutout from Mount Carmel. Guess what the Blaine Sisson-led Aces team last year didn't do? We did not have a shutout last year in 2023. In fact, you've got to go back to 2022. The opening night game against Marshall is the last Aces shutout, 53-0 that night. You go before that, if you're looking for somebody other than Marshall, it was against Lawrenceville, 48-0 in 2021. So shutouts don't happen all that often, and they did tonight for this Aces team.
Shane Metter scored 4 touchdowns for the Aces tonight. That's no small feat. Mount Carmel kids rarely ever get 5 touchdowns in a game, and the all-time school record is 7. So that's an impressive night for Mr. Metter. And meanwhile, how about Elliot Akery? He ended up with 2, and you couldn't have called it better on the most electrifying play of the game from Mount Carmel Public Utility. Just one of those plays that Metter made, because he sure deserves it for the night he had tonight. Great job by the defense. And they even produced some turnovers, too, and took advantage of those. Mount Carmel was perfect in the first half on their possessions and conversion attempts. So that we hadn't said that since Roxana last year. So it was a good night by the offense. And look what a little bit of passing can make a difference in putting a little more speed in the backfield. And suddenly, man, it just seems like our options improve tenfold the things we can do in offense.
You know, and I hate to not shout out the defense with an electrifying play too, because again, shutouts are rare on a night that your defense gets a fumble, gets a pick, gets a safety, and gets a shutout. Mount Carmel's defense allowed a total of 76 yards, and of that 76, Marshall had the big play for 40 yards by Ginnivola on the last carry he had against the second-string defense. So the first-team defense holds Marshall to 36 yards tonight. You can't dial it up much better for the Aces D than what they had tonight.
Yep, so Mount Carmel now still alive and well in the hunt for a playoff spot. They'll go to Lawrenceville with a chance to play their way in the Week 9 game. It's a Thursday night because of scheduling problems with officials. That game was changed earlier before the season began. Lawrenceville on Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Well, Scott, here are some updates from the area scores. Alney now enjoys a 2-score lead over Casey at home in that league championship game, in essence, tonight up at Alney. Third quarter, 28-14. Newton leads Lawrenceville in the third quarter, 34-0. A game that keeps going back and forth. Paris leading Robinson 34-30 in the third. Meanwhile, we can tell you that at last check, Gibson Southern, they were ahead tonight. Carmine's ahead of El Dorado, 32-14. Fairfield on top of Hamilton County, 20-0. Gibson Southern leading Boonville, 42-14. In fact, that game has gone final, so the Titans get the Aces another playoff point. And speaking of those playoff point teams, it looks like Effingham will not get us one. They trail Mount Zion in the third, 28-0, as Michael Brewer is in the press box.
Well, the Mount Carmel head football coach will join us now after his club's impressive victory over the Marshall Lions tonight. And I guess, Coach, it's the first thing that came to mind and try to categorize this game as a breath of fresh air tonight.
Yeah, it was. I thought we came out and played,
from the get-go. Like, we looked like we were ready to go. Defensively, we were, keyed in, locked in, and focused, and didn't have busts in coverage, didn't have, a bunch of busts in assignments and that kind of thing. Offensively, we had some things that we had to work out, right? Like in the first quarter and those first couple of drives, we had some things that we had to straighten out and correct and adjust, but that's, you expect that. And then we were able to do that and kind of get things rolling. I thought Shane Metter played fantastic on both sides of the ball, but offensively, man, he was good. So the more we can find ways to get him touches, the better. In the option game and when he's in the shotgun, like the more we can get him touches, the better off we are. Elliott did a good job tonight getting those tough yards again. And then hopefully here we didn't have Sam again, but, we need to get Sam back too to let Jackson Kling get some of those, reps back too to spell Elliott a little bit and let him go pound. So.
But it really gives you a lot of options now because now you've got your bulwarking backs up front, but boy, that move of Kling, at least temporarily, gives you a little more option than with other stuff in the backfield with one of these other kids inheriting one of those spots too.
Yeah. So, it's just, a senior like Tobias Fulop has been able to step up and fill that spot, and we've been able to do some things with him, and he's in there a lot of the time. But, and then we, kind of jumped into some of the spread stuff, and so we'll continue to work on that and let that be a piece of what we do. But, we want to run the football. We want to continue to do that. But, again, I think just some different looks sometimes kind of make it a little bit easier for us.
And, Coach, what about your defense tonight? Shutouts are hard to do against anybody, and especially any kind of a spread ball, any spread club like Marshall, that we can make one mistake and that's 6 points. So a shutout, we didn't do that last year even. So there you go.
Yeah, so I think, again, what we talked about, the DBs having their eyes in the right place. And like I said, there weren't any busted coverages and things like that tonight. We were able to get pressure. I thought Coach Bust did a really good job of dialing up some pressures at some key times to get us off the field. So, yeah, anytime you can shut out a team, we had some timely turnovers. You know what I mean? That's something that we've been missing. So some of that stuff is just what it takes sometimes to get those, games where you don't allow any points.
So we go to Lawrenceville on Thursday night. First of all, I guess for starters, what's that do to your prep schedule?
I don't know yet. So we'll go talk about that right now. It was, trying to figure out how this game went, and do we need an extra, you know what I mean? Can we go a day earlier? Do we need to rest it? I mean, so again, do we need to get our schedule back on track on a Sunday? Do we wait till Monday? So that kind of thing is just kind of wanted to see how the game went first before we work that out. But we'll go figure that out.
And you're still in the hunt?
Still in the hunt, right? So our playoff drive stays alive, and we're in it now, right? So it's now it is, right? Next week is win or be done. So the playoffs have come early.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Right.
Thank you for
Thanks,
the time.
Scott. Yep.
That is Aces coach Michael Brewer. His club an impressive, dominant performance tonight in blasting Marshall 44-0 in the first South from Marshall to Riverview Stadium. Aces scored 14 in the first period, 22 unanswered in the second quarter. It was 36-zip and a touchdown in the third frame, put the game into running clock mode, and then there were no points scored in the fourth quarter. 44-0. And again, Shane Metter, 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns. Elliott Akery, 2, and the safety as well. Wow, that's the anatomy of a big victory.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, the only thing negative, I guess, is Effingham. I don't think is going to get us a playoff point tonight, our other non-conference opponent. But how about the Olney Tigers? Looking like they're going to close in on that conference championship now. A 2-score lead over Paris. Still time left. Or, beg your pardon, over Casey. That is a 28-14 game in the third quarter. We'll keep our eyes on that one the rest of the night.
Yeah, I just can't say enough. I mean, I've been doing football for a long time now. And the only thing that I can even think of was when I was doing Eastern Illinois games. We went from 1-10 to the Division II national title, 12-2 in 1 year. And that was unbelievable. And that was the NCAA record for about 20 years. I think Lafayette of Louisiana, I think, is the school that eventually eclipsed that. But how many times do you see an 0-9 go to possibly 9-0 in 1 year? That just never happens.
Now, I will tell you that I think the team after Mount Carmel, the fourth best team in the league, is Robinson, and that's who Olney has to close out the season at Robinson next Friday night. So they do have a little business to take care of. And Casey and Paris also play next week as well. So, if somehow Paris beats Casey and Robinson beats Olney, the Aces find themselves into a three-way tie for first if we can beat Lawrenceville next week.
There you go.
Somehow, some way. There's still a chance, is what we're telling you.
Oh, you're thinking like a baseball guy. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too. There you go. All right, thank you for joining us tonight as well. Too, we're glad you were with us. And it was quite a night. It was senior night and a beautiful night for football here. Not a cloud in the sky for this one. A little bit nippy, but actually just perfect football weather. We finally have achieved that this year. And the Aces do their part too. They overwhelm Marshall and win it tonight, 44-0. Don't forget, fans, that's Thursday night at Lawrenceville, 7 o'clock for the kickoff, 6 o'clock for the coverage right here. We'll talk to you next then. And now for our whole gang here tonight, both the News Channel 15 and WSJD for Kyle Peach. I'm Scott Allen. Aces win it. Is this the final home game of the year? Well, we're about to find out over the next week or so, and so you stay tuned. Keep it here. And from the Snake Pit, we say good night, everybody.